Thanks. This is not an ordinary rubber band. Besides being bigger, it is actually genetically engineered. I didn't even know these existed before today. Every time you break off a piece, it heals itself into a smaller rubber band, making ordinary rubber bands obsolete. Now, you'll have to take my word for it. This was bigger a moment ago, but when I broke the piece off, it became smaller. Now you can really tell it's smaller. There's more. You can twirl them and make them change sizes. Where a moment ago I had one large one, then 3 mid-sized ones. Now I have one small one, one mid-sized one, and one large one.
Ray, I've seen a lot of great tricks with rubber bands, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody attempt to do the professor's nightmare with the rubber band before. I'm really amazed by this. Please, explain to me how you can do that.
Your pain, I'm explaining.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You need 3 rubber bands, just like in the professor's nightmare. One's small, one's mid-size, and one is extremely large.
Oh, so you mean it's the baby bear, the mama bear, and the papa bear?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You clip the baby bear between your ring finger and little finger of your right hand, just loosely, so if you curled your fingers, it would be hidden from the audience. The mid-sized bear band, you hold in your same hand just between the top of your first finger and your thumb, and you hide it from the audience again by curling and keeping the back of your hand towards the audience. And you hold the large rubber band in your right hand between your thumb and first finger of the same hand. It just hangs on the first finger, basically. Now, the back of your hand is toward your audience, and you're going to pretend to break off a piece from the big rubber band. The way you do that is you transfer the big rubber band to your left hand, and you hold it in 2 spots. You hold it with your little finger at the bottom, and your thumb across the top, so a little bit of the rubber band is above your hand. Now you're going to switch the top of this rubber band, the big rubber band, for the bottom of the mid-sized rubber band in your right hand. And as your right hand comes over to snap the big rubber band, you simply let go with your thumb, and it drops out of sight. Your right hand's covering this, and it just lowers the mid-sized rubber band into that same position so you can snap. Now your situation is this. You have a big rubber band hanging out the bottom of your fist and the mid-sized rubber band out the top of your fist. Now when you pretend to snap the rubber band, you let go with your left hand and you've snapped off a mid-sized rubber band. This is somewhat convincing, so you got to continue on at a good pace here. What you do is while you're displaying the mid-sized rubber band to your audience in your right hand, your left hand maneuvers the big rubber band into a front clip, a clip between your first finger and second finger at the very tips. That's important. Your left hand's also in a fist. Now point your fist, the knuckles of your fist, toward your right, and let the mid-sized rubber band hang on your right thumb, just on the tip. Point your right thumb toward the left. Bring your hands together, and you're inserting the mid-sized rubber band right through the large rubber band. The reason why you're doing this is you're about to switch the rubber bands. Here's the key move. You open up your left fingers. That causes a twist to go into the middle of the large rubber band. You got to grab that twist. So you take your right first finger and you reach into the intersection and you pinch. So you're holding the twist against your left thumb. The mid-sized rubber band is hanging off the very tip of your left thumb, ready to fall off. All you have to do is point down, and that's what's about to happen. Your hands are going to rotate, so your left hand rotates palm up, and your right hand rotates palm down. And when that happens, the mid-sized rubber band is going to fall, and you're going to catch it with your right little finger. That was done slow. It actually does kind of drop. Now you're still holding on to the big rubber band between your first and second finger of your left hand. You're going to curl your fingers in and grab that big rubber band with your hand. So now it looks as if you got the big rubber band running through your left hand, but you really have the mid-sized rubber band and the big rubber band coming out the top. Pretend to snap off another piece. So now it looks like your right hand's holding two pieces, but it's really the big rubber band twisted up. Take those two pieces and put it on your first finger of your right hand. Open up your left hand and show that the big rubber band has gotten even smaller. Hang that off the front of your first finger of your right hand. Now you're going to make them visually change sizes while you twirl it. It takes basically luck. So if it doesn't work the first time, keep twirling. Doesn't matter which way you twirl. I haven't found any way to make this surefire. Just twirl a few times and learn to stop at the right spot, like there. Now it should look like to your audience that you have a small, mid-size, and large rubber band, but the big rubber band is really twisted across the top of your first finger. Let the band slide down to the tip of your finger, so you're holding between your first finger and thumb of your right hand, and you display it. Now it looks like a small, mid-size, and large. Your left hand comes over and grabs the mid-size one, or well, that is really the mid-size one, and the large one. And you're going to turn your hands over so your right hand is up, and your left hand points down. Then just let go. Well, this is kind of hard to do slowly, but you're going to let go with your right hand, and the big rubber band's going to uncoil. You're going to open up your right hand underneath it like you caught the little rubber band. Now, full speed, it looks like this. It's basically a shuttle pass with rubber bands. Now you need to display it cleanly. You could drop it on the table, but I prefer to put it on the little finger so it's hanging off, then the mid-sized one off the ring finger, and the large one off the middle finger, and there's your applause cue.